Hey guys, it's me, Derek. Sundays with me. This week has been a rough week. Um, I know Tig touched on it in his video this week about being seen as a bioman and losing visibility. Um, as many of you all have probably seen or heard, if you're blessing us from another country, Donald Trump is our president-elect, which is frightening. It is frightening. And I think my initial response was to do anything but have visibility at this point. I actually had a self-talk with myself this week and considered detransitioning, which I'm not even sure that's a word, but that's kind of how I felt with a Republican House and a Republican Senate. Um, it's scary right now in America. You guys, it's very scary, especially to be an outwardly visible trans man. So for the next 70 days, I know me and quite a significant amount of my transgender friends are doing everything in our power to become less visible, because with visibility comes targeting. Um, Unfortunately, I was just recently plastered all over local newspaper for my identity and the issues I was having with my job. So I think my days of invisibility are kind of over, or at least here in Kentucky. I'm a little scared going forward. I'm scared for my state. I am not in the trans friendly state, so I definitely am struggling with this new world we're going towards. The Republicans have taken hold of the Kentucky House for the first time in what, 96? 96 years. So I think right now my primary goal as a trans man is to be less visible, and that's not because I don't love my identity or love my community or love what I stand for. It's just because it's not entirely safe for me to be very visible right now in my environments. I kind of need to blend in. But unfortunately for me, and I'm not entirely sure if Tig um, touched on this, I'm kind of at risk either way. I could be this outwardly trans man, which causes me grief and issues, or I could be this just seemingly normal black man, which causes me issues and grief. So, regardless whether I blend in or not, at this point, I'm at risk. I think that's the hardest part about being a trans African American male, is that, like, I'm transitioning to the bottom of the totem pole. It feels like um, black men are at risk right now, and trans men are at risk right now. So I don't really feel safe in any form of visibility I have currently. Um, but I rather be the latter, because being a black man's kind of normal for people. People are willing to accept just being a black man. Well, not accept it, but stomach it is more of a appropriate word. Um, People are confused and threatened by transgender people, and I'm not quite sure why. We're not a normality to people. But yeah, so that's kind of my feels about losing visibility as a bio man. Right now, that's kind of my goal. I don't I don't feel safe as a trans man. I don't feel safe right now in this world that we have. So I'm going to do everything in my power in the next 70 plus days or whenever before everybody takes out office to blend in and just be a seemingly black man. All right, guys, I know this was a Debbie Downer. I'm sorry. I think next week we talk about something nice or fun. Maybe not. Maybe you could just get a couple of weeks of depression from me. I'm sorry. Self care. Love yourself. Go take a bath. A bubble bath. I like bubble baths. Men like bubble baths. Don't judge me. Um, well, guys, talk to you later. Be safe out there, YouTube.